Hey y'all, it's Michelle with WomenWhoWOW.com and PlanetWOW.club. If you are a seriously driven women entrepreneur, you have got to come join Women Who Wow. Come and hang out with us at PlanetWOW.club. We are your tribe. You don't want to miss out. Today, I'm talking about 6 things that absolutely hold you back in your business. If you're suffering from any of these 6 things, the thing that you need to know going right into this is that first, they're holding you back in business. There are no 2 ways to look at it. And second, that there is a cure for this. So what I want to do really quickly is I'd like to share this into our member group, because actually I thought that I was in our member group. So we're talking about things that hold you back in business, and I'm just going to share with people. Hey guys, thank you for joining me. Hey Ray. Hey, Michael. I'm going to share this in so our members do not miss out. I'm spelling my own stuff wrong. 6 things holding you back in business. So you guys go ahead and type in where you're from, where you're watching this from, and also if you could let me know what you think is holding you back in business, then we can kind of start there as I get this shared with our members. I'm excited to do kind of a more traditional live stream today. We do have sort of an agenda, but I am excited to have some interaction with you guys. So I appreciate you being here and look forward to doing more and more of these. As you guys know, we are gearing up for WomenWhoWOW.com /Dallas 2017. You do not want to miss out on Women Who Wow Live in Dallas this year. Excited about that. But let's talk a little bit about some things that hold you back in your business, right? These are things that it's not just you, right? These are things that we all struggle with, but they absolutely will hold us back. And the number one thing that keeps you stuck in your business is if you have a convenience-based routine for action, right? So in other words, if it's convenient, if the stars align, if you wake up in a good mood, if you're not sick, if you are, feeling especially pumped that day, if all these things happen, then you will keep your commitment to your own agenda for the day. And that is a convenience-based routine for action. As business owners, like, our agenda isn't set for us, right? That's the good and the bad, right? That's the freedom of being an entrepreneur. That's the part that we love. And at the same time, we are not, we're not beholden to someone else's routine. There's no one kind of driving us, asking for our progress or what have you. And so this freedom can sometimes create a little bit right? Because what happens is we wake up every morning, we take our emotional temperature, and then we decide what we're going to do that day. And our emotions will definitely lead us astray 100% of the time, right? Because then we start to think, well, I'm not feeling particularly good today. I'll put this off for later. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that. And, we're grown-ups. We can do things that we don't feel like doing. A lot of requests I used to get, I don't get it anymore, and maybe it's because of my response, but people would say, how can you stay motivated? And I'm thinking staying motivated is great, right? Like, if only we were motivated every single day. But the truth is we don't need to be motivated, right? Because we're grown-ups. Our kids don't need to be particularly motivated to do their homework. Like, they do it because it's required of them. I don't feel particularly motivated to do a lot of things sometimes, but as an adult, I do it anyway. So the first thing that can hold you back is a convenience-based routine for taking action, right? If that feels like you, if you feel like I'm in your junk drawer, then you just need to kind of say every day, you know what? I've got an agenda. I've got a job to do. I'm up to something here, right? Our Women Who Wow members are up to something. It's not, income is a huge part of it, right? They're seriously driven. But there's also the fact that we want impact and we want influence. We have something that we're up to that's bigger than how we feel that day. And we need to be able to keep our agenda in an effort to continuously move our business forward. If you are experiencing, as I have experienced many times, but if you are experiencing a 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, if you're experiencing that in your business, it is very likely that you are taking your emotional temperature way too often in your business, right? Way too often. You do what you feel like doing, and you're not doing what is required of you as a business owner, right? So that's sort of not very welcome information, but it's absolutely true. And I'll tell you that I'm not speaking from some, book here, right? I don't know if a book ever talks about this, but it probably wouldn't sell very well. But the thing is that I know this is true because this has held me back in my business for way too long, right? I would think, well, now I don't really feel inspired to do this or to do this or to write this or to say this. And so, or I'm feeling wonky, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling anxiety, whatever. And so I wouldn't take action. And that held me back because it was a juvenile way to grow an empire, right? Which is what I really wanted. And I'm now looking at this quote here, and I'll be honest with you, it's something that is particularly relevant to me right now, but it says, fear and anxiety are preparing me for peak performance, right? When we feel anxious and excited and all of that, it's just like it's an elevated state, and we need to realize that it is preparing us for peak performance unless we hide in that juvenile little space of, I don't really feel like it, so I'm not going to do it. All right, that is one thing that absolutely holds you back. It's probably the number one thing. I want to move on to a couple others. So the number 2 thing is if you will accept any excuse for not moving your own agenda forward. If you will accept the excuse of, if I got too much to do, if you will accept the excuse of things aren't really going, the day didn't start out right, etc. If one excuse will do, any excuse will do in your business. So if you accept excuses from yourself and from others, then what will happen is your business will start reflecting that by staying stuck, right? My dad is infamous for being unwilling to make a left-hand turn. Honest to God, if you are riding with him and you want to go to the 7-Eleven, then he'll be like, oh, there's a 7-Eleven up here on the right. He refuses to make a left-hand turn. But in business, right, he's no excuse. And in life, with going wherever he wants to go, he will let the fact that he doesn't want to make a left-hand turn stop him. But in business, it's like he's up at 4:30. He does whatever it takes. And so we need to have a mentality that, 1, doesn't make excuses for ourselves, and 2, doesn't take excuses. Okay. The third thing that will hold you back is you resist anything that stretches you, right? You resist anything that stretches you. If it will require more than you've given before, you'll hold back. If it will feel uncomfortable, you'll hold back, right? That will absolutely keep your business stuck in a mediocre state, just total mediocrity, which is not what we're up to, right? The fourth thing is you have a penchant and a preference for guarantees in your business, right? We don't have these guarantees in our business, right? What I want to guarantee, what I can guarantee is I'm going to show up fully on, fully me every day, do the thing, right? Because this is what moves my business forward. And so if you have a penchant and a preference for guarantees in your business, this will keep you stuck because you won't want to risk anything. You want to take a chance on anything. Right? This is so important for us to grasp, right? What we can guarantee is our own behavior, which takes me back to the number 1 thing that holds businesses back, which is we have a convenience-based routine for taking action, right? But what if you could guarantee your own behavior, your own action? What if you could guarantee how you would show up every day, despite what happened on TV last night, despite what's bothering you this morning, despite how you feel? What if you showed up regardless? How would that move things in your business? It would totally move things in your business. All right. The number 5 thing that holds business owners back is a love affair with our comfort zone, right? And you see how all of these things work together. But if you are totally in love with your comfort zone, then you are going to have a very hard time taking huge leaps in your business, right? Because you sort of have to leave where you are right now in order to get to where you're going in your business, right? I had to, at some point, I had to leave the whole local business, facade behind in an effort to go national, in an effort to dominate the space in women in business, right? I had to do that. I had to completely, take my mindset away from where I was really comfortable and move into some place that was more fitting to my vision for where I wanted to go. The sixth thing that holds business owners back, and I'll tell you, this is one that I almost left off, but it honestly holds so many people back. And again, I'm not speaking from theory here. It has held me back in my business. And that is, you're living in fear, anxiety, or unforgiveness, right? Fear, anxiety, or unforgiveness. These things hold your business back because they hold you back. They keep you looking around at other people, living in resentment of other people's success, living in paralysis because you're not focused on what you need to bring, but you're looking at everybody else, and it'll keep you from not showing up fully. I'll tell you that this is an analogy that really, really spoke to me. Prey animals, right? Animals that are often prey, like think mice, rats, whatever. They have eyes on the sides of their head, right? Because what they do for a living, right, to protect their life, is they constantly scan the environment for threats, constantly scan the environment for threats. That's why their eyes are right here. Their eyes are right here because they don't really look forward at where they're going. They don't have a target. Their target is, let me see what everybody else is doing and try to fit in or try not to stand out or whatever. But humans and other predators, right, they have their eyes right on the front of their head so they can look forward and go towards their goal. And yet, a lot of times, because of fear, because of anxiety, because of unforgiveness, because of resentment, because of jealousy, we are looking side to side like a prey animal, right? And when we're looking side to side, we're not focused exclusively on where we're going, the vision for our business. And of course that holds us back, right? Of course it holds us back. So here is the solution for this, okay? And I really want you guys to grab hold of this because this is something that I covered in a video, in a weekly hustle video for our Women Who Wow members. I covered it in more detail there, but if you want to fix these things in your business, because we all struggle with them from time to time, right? And the first thing I think is to realize it's a problem, right? It's a juvenile approach to growing your business. And I've been there, so that's why I'm saying that. I'm not calling you out on something I haven't had to call myself out on. But if you want to fix this, then you need to say, if I were who I'm really called to be in business, if I were to be that person today, if my actions today were to line up with my vision for my business, what would my day look like, right? And I want you to write it out. I want you to really plan your day according to that question. If my actions were going to line up today with my full vision for my business, what would my day look like? Who would I contact? How would I spend the time? What would my to-do list look like? And then I want you obviously to schedule it in. A to-do list is a trap. A to-do list is a total trap. If it's on your to-do list, it belongs on a place in your calendar. If you use digital or print, whatever you want to use. So that is the solution. And I hope that you guys appreciate this video. If you're a woman in business and you're seriously driven, you absolutely belong in WomenWhoWow.com. You can come hang out with us at PlanetWOW.club. And that's where we have a lot more of these trainings. Several times a week. So really excited to have you guys here. If you're just coming on, we're kind of just wrapping up. So Darshan, I appreciate your comment. I appreciate everyone being here with me live. And I look forward to many, many more of these live streams. So let me know what you'd like me to cover. And I'll see you guys over in the WOW group. Talk to you soon. Bye.